Can I get your name and badge number so we can have a conversation? No, then we can't have a conversation.
Badge number 202.
And I'll take a business card now that you don't want to give me your name.
Okay.
Thank you. I know the law very well, sir.
Okay. So since we're contacting you, you can identify yourself.
No, it's not the way it works.
Actually, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I'm not being professional.
No. So here's.
So do you think when you walked in and refused to identify yourself initially, that was professional? Let's get back to.
I'm very identified.
Here's the third shot I'll give you. Let's start all over again for a second time and be cordial with each other. Okay. Well, then the conversation's over and you're dismissed and you go have a nice day. Let me make something clear to you. Okay. I have no intention of harassing anyone or disrupting anybody's business. End of conversation. Have a nice day.
Okay.
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchman here, out with Amagansett Press, here at the Vail Post Office, here in Vail, Colorado. And we're going to take a look around, go inside, and see if the folks here respect our First Amendment right to take video out in public in a publicly accessible building, such as the post office.
Let's go, guys.
And if you like this video, and what we do, make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to Amagansett Press and I on YouTube. And if you want to be notified usually a day ahead when I'm going to be posting a new video here on YouTube, make sure you follow my Instagram and Twitter. Instagram is @WatchingTheWatchman and Twitter is @Watchman1A. I'll post the titles and thumbnails of new videos usually a day ahead on there. So let's take a look around and see how it goes. As you can see, it's snowing, so I just had to wipe my lens off. Yeah.
This building is named in the honor of Gerald R. Ford Jr. by an act of Congress, March 7, 2007. And the building was dedicated to public service in 1989.
No pets or smoking. Some large boxes over here. A lot of large boxes, actually.
Poster 7, dated 2003. Not the oldest copy I've seen, but certainly outdated.
There's a lot of big boxes in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of boxes. I was just saying that.
Maybe they don't. Maybe it's one of those places where they don't have delivery to your house.
Yeah, that could be. When we lived in Amagansett.
Yeah, so in Amagansett, New York, where we're from, obviously, there were no post office deliveries to homes, and you had to go to the post office, pick it up at your box. So here's the poster 7.
There's a 1998 poster 7 in there.
Oh, they have like locker-sized ones over here.
Yeah. Those are actually the biggest post office boxes I've ever seen.
So
That's so if you have to get skis delivered or a
that one's
snowboard.
2006. This one is 1998. I think the one in Cheyenne, Wyoming was also from 1998 or around that time. Make sure you check out that video. I'll put the link in the description.
Oldest copy of Poster 7 I've ever seen. It's dated June 1991. Those stamps. Those real stamps, I mean, I can use that found.
Can I have?
No, come back to me for real.
They're all stamps, actually.
Both three
Even the
columns.
spike thing, yeah.
Well, that's okay, I don't understand why. I was supposed to stamp on my other.
I can take it if you want to save it out. Yeah.
Postmaster's office back there.
And you don't have to wait in line again or anything. Just stand up to the side when you're ready.
Yeah.
And then come back. Hi there, how are you doing?
Anything that's spread perishable and go on to this one.
I'm gonna go over this.
So those are the usual packing materials and stuff over here.
Yeah, if you say, anything else with that? So be done.
That's nice.
Tell me what that said, I can't read.
Is printed okay for your receipt? Yes. Thank you, sir. Very good. Thank you so much. You know, there's your tracking.
For a guy that doesn't want to be on camera, he certainly keeps staring at us enough.
Yeah.
I'd look the other way, but that's just me. Does it speak? Is that all you can say?
I think he's trying to tell us what his IQ is.
You're okay, I'll see.
Must be the mayor.
Oh, no, it has to go up tonight. If I do it now. Yeah, so that's the thing is that this is.
You package it if you need them, and then if you're sending a priority label,
And I don't know which
you
one.
can't put like the first class. It's to send it a priority. You can't put the first class label.
Yes,
What it is. So if I print there,
I can use this one because it's under 4
you can
pounds.
put it in
Okay, so let me check with the
priority
supervisor.
is lower than, I mean, first class is lower than priority.
How was your,
You can't vice versa.
your trip?
Good. How you doing? An express label on the priority. I mean, you can't put the priority on the express because the express costs more. Right. But if it's first class, I can put it in, you can.
Excuse me, Stella Lady's got an international package and was explaining you don't do them after 3 3 p.m., but she said she was here at 3.
I was here, but.
I believe her. Can I go ahead and have her do the, she hasn't done the customer.
Yeah, fill out the customer form and, all right.
Go ahead and fill it out, please.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to get in line again, stand up to the side and help other customers.
Okay.
Thank you. I can help her with her, sir.
Those insurances?
Can you find that for me?
You doing that? No.
I'm sorry, what?
I haven't used their label, so I didn't.
No, I don't. Oh, excuse me, sir.
Price points.
I was just curious, you're taking pictures?
Higher, I mean, a lower price point label and higher.
Star, do you know who these people are taking these videos? You said they're intimidating the customers?
You said they're intimidating the customers.
So I just wanted,
Who are you guys?
who are you guys?
Ma'am, what is your name? My name's Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi. What is your first name?
It's nice to meet you. No, I'm Sarah. I was just curious.
Sarah, when this gentleman leaves, I'd be happy to explain to you what we're doing.
Oh, are you with
They can explain it
USPS?
now.
Yeah, really.
Right now. They can explain. What are they doing?
So let me help you first, okay?
No, I'm good, thank you. Oh, you're talking to her.
No, I'm talking to you guys.
No, I don't need any help, thank you.
Okay, can I ask what you're
I'm sorry,
filming, who
let me
you
help
with?
You've been waiting a long time.
I will speak to Sarah after this gentleman's gone.
Well, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera. Put the horse down
Sorry,
so
but
I
I need
can
to
get
get your name.
See what this guy started? Only takes one to light a fire.
And then, P.O. Box.
Nobody's
street
like
address.
fire starting.
No, not you.
Matt, you think that's the way?
It's just a camera, it's nothing serious.
I don't want to be on camera.
It's not about you, man. We're working on a story on the post office. It has nothing to do with any of the customers.
And I don't want to be seen.
Well, then, if you don't want to be seen, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but then you gotta not go out in the public. If you don't want to be seen.
I just don't want you taking my picture, okay?
I wasn't taking your picture, man, until you started speaking with me. I haven't told you, I'm not here for you. It's not about you. It's nothing to do with the customers.
I don't know.
Are you guys filming something?
All right. I'm sorry?
Are you filming something?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Well, then,
You're not allowed to film without people's consent.
Sure. Without whose consent?
Any of these people that you're filming.
That's not accurate.
Should we get the police over here to see it?
That's up to you. I'll do you one better. You can call the police if you like. I'm not afraid of that. But I'd be happy to show you poster 7, which is the post office rules and regulations that are hanging up on the wall here. Do you want to take a
I'm
look
not
at
talking
it?
about poster 7, I'm talking about publicly filming somebody without their...
Well, you said the key word, publicly, but I'll show you the rules if you want to see them.
No, I don't want to be on camera. Just
I don't
these
care.
people know.
Well, it's silly logic to approach somebody that's filming if you don't want to be on camera.
well, how am I supposed to go through the line?
Just go about your business, do what
What,
you're
am I
doing.
on your camera right now?
Right now you are, yes.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be on camera.
And seriously, I'd be happy to show you the rules and regulations. They're hanging right here. Look, it's right here.
Probably even go further.
And whatever you need to do. If you want to waste resources, it's up to you.
Yep.
I'll answer everyone's question for him if you like. Is the
Okay,
postmaster
just so
here?
I'm not on TV or in Vail Daily.
I don't work for the TV, man. If the postmaster is here, I can straighten this out for you in about
Okay,
10
let me
seconds.
ask you something. This isn't going to Vail Daily, huh?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is not going to Vail Daily. Absolutely
I
not.
just don't want to be on TV or Vail Daily.
No, certainly not. Not at all. Hello. Are you the postmaster? I am. You are. Nice to meet you, Jason.
Matt.
Matt?
Ben.
And you're the
Nice
head
to meet you.
postmaster for the facility?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe you want to explain the rules to these folks?
Yeah, you're allowed to film inside, but if the customers are wishing you do not use their vision, they do not need to be monitored or recorded.
I'm not here to record any of the customers. It's not about
But you're
them.
recording them and it's making them worried.
They're in a public space.
Correct.
Have you ever read your poster 7?
I have.
Okay.
You're allowed to film in here and you're
Right.
allowed to take pictures. I understand
Okay,
that.
so the customers are the ones who are actually causing the disturbance, not me. I was standing here silently.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so we'll just do what we're doing. No worries. Thank you, Matt. Hope that closed everyone's ears a little bit. Not here to bother anybody.
Okay.
Causing a disturbance.
No, I just don't want to do it. What's the value? No, you're good. No, sorry. Handle that more tomorrow, but I mean, everything you're saying is valid and it applies for me too.
Just want to ask Matt why he's telling everybody we're creating a disturbance.
I would handle situations.
That in itself could create an issue.
Weird Beard over here wanted to tell the employees we're intimidating people. Meanwhile, he's walking up to us with his
that's
finger in our
that's
face.
I'm intimidating people. He's walking up a foot in front of my camera with his middle finger out, being silent, and I'm trying to intimidate him. That one guy caused an uproar all by himself.
Yeah.
And then he goes up to the counter and says that we're intimidating him.
Yeah, no, what you're saying is
I can see where they're going.
right on.
No problem. Let me see if it's here. I haven't checked it yet. We haven't gotten that far.
He didn't come back out, right?
The postmaster guy? No.
Always next year? 14.
Who are you filming for?
I'm sorry?
Who are you filming for?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Really? But you at liberty to put me on that camera.
Well, we just had a conversation with the postmaster who
Right.
acknowledged the fact that we're fully within our...
Well, why can't
Right,
you
so
tell me
do
who
it.
you're filming for?
Because I'm working on a story, and if I tell you what I'm doing, it'll compromise
Look,
my
I don't want to
story.
be on the story.
Well, then stop speaking to me, man, please.
Will you quit filming me?
I'm not filming you. This is a large room.
Yeah, I don't want to be on it either, man.
Yeah, really.
Just trying to get my mail.
Well, Larry, can we film you?
Absolutely. Sure, I'd invite you to, because if you do, then you would be exercising your constitutional rights by doing that, and I fully encourage that. 1,000%.
Constitutional rights if you don't want to be on the camera.
You don't have any constitutional rights? Well, don't worry, I'm out here fighting for them for you.
I'd like to know whose camera I'm going on.
I'd like to know a lot of things.
Not to identify yourself. I had this one, but not the other.
Thank you, David.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. You have a good day.
Thanks for asking.
All right, have a good day.
Hi there, good afternoon. She has
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
What are you guys up
You
to?
don't have to want to get all out of breath.
What are you guys up to?
Two friendly guys just taking some video of the post office.
Okay, what's your reasoning behind that?
That's to take some video of the post office. That's it. Can I get your name and badge
Are you
number?
with the company?
Can I ask your name and badge number? So we-
Yep, Sanchez with Vail Police Department, number 210.
210, thank you very much, I appreciate
Can I
that.
see your ID, please?
No, why would you need to see my
Okay.
ID?
What's your name, buddy? I just need a name. I don't want to call you sir.
You can call me sir, that's fine. You can call me hey you, whatever's comfortable for you.
Okay.
Have I broken a law?
No, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on, which is why I'm here today.
Nothing's going on.
Okay, well, we got a call. Something going on here.
Well, then you need to ask whoever called you, I guess. I didn't call you.
Okay,
I don't have any issues.
okay.
We're just in the post office. We actually had a conversation with Matt, the postmaster, who
That's
acknowledged
trying to contact with 2 males inside.
that we're okay doing what we're doing. Shook my hand and walked away. So we're
Are you
fine.
guys like a TV show or news? Trying to get more into.
I choose not to answer certain questions.
Okay. So it's personal reporting.
Like I said, I choose not to answer some questions.
Okay. Do you guys live in
What I
this
will
area?
tell you is that we're not up to any nefarious activities. There's no ill will, no ill intent, and we're just out taking some video in public spaces.
Okay. Did you guys talk to anybody else aside from? What'd you say his name was?
The postmaster's name is Matt.
Matt.
Right.
Okay. Did you talk to?
Who doesn't
anybody
need to give us permission to do what we're doing, but he acknowledged that we're okay doing what we're
else?
doing.
Okay. Did you talk to anyone else besides Matt?
That I spoke to Matt. Too many questions. What is there an issue with what we're doing?
No, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said.
Well, I've already explained it.
Correct.
Here, let me even take it a step further. I'm working on a story, okay, on the post office.
Okay. Is
Okay.
this nationwide or just
So we're-
here? And I'm trying to understand why the cameras are, I wouldn't record anything at the post office unless I had a
I wouldn't-
documentary or history behind it, whatever the case.
I wouldn't wear a police uniform.
Okay.
So different people do different things. Some guys go out and take pictures of trains, some guys go out and take pictures of road signs, some people take pictures of birds. I take pictures of government facilities and municipal facilities and that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
You going out? Oh, I was gonna get the door for you. You got it? Yeah. Since you were so nice, I wanted to tell you. Have a great day. That's okay. Have a good day.
The comments that they didn't have a problem videotaping here, but it started escalating that you guys maybe harassing customers.
The only,
That was reported to us.
can I get your name and badge number and then I'll
My name's
answer your
Brian
question?
Flynn, badge 213.
Okay, so the only out of line behavior here was one of the customers decided to walk up a foot in front of my son's camera and stick his middle finger in his lens.
Okay. Did you get that person's name?
Did I get his name?
Yeah.
No, and I'm not interested in pursuing it. He's allowed to give me the middle finger if that's what he wants to do.
Okay. All right. So
But that was the only thing, as far as I'm concerned,
that you saw.
only disturbance I saw.
The staff said there was no issues with the video.
Yeah, no, and I was just telling Officer Sanchez here that we spoke to Matt, who is the postmaster,
Okay.
and shook my hand and told me we were fine doing what we're doing. Now, I just want to reiterate that I don't need his permission, but we did verify with him that we're okay doing what we're doing,
Okay.
because he came out and asked us. And I had the same conversation I'm having with you with him. So basically, at the end of the day, there's nothing going on.
That's why I was asking you. I didn't know what the main problem was, if there was one.
No, as far as I'm concerned, you guys can definitely get back to work and find the bad guys.
I just want to know who he's filming for because he filmed me. I don't care what, I just want to know who he's filming for.
Ma'am, you asked me if I was filming for the Vail, what newspaper was
I
it?
want to know who you're filming for because you filmed me on the camera.
Right, you're in
That's all I
public.
want to know is who he's filming for.
Yeah, I can talk to you.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get that information, so.
But you have the right to film
Why
me.
don't you
Yes,
guys
I do.
give them your information?
Sorry?
Why don't you give them your information?
Why
Tell
don't
them who
you
you are.
just take care of business?
I am taking care of business.
Well, then
I'm a
come- just come join the conversation
taxpaying
then.
citizen up here.
See, this is your disturbance, not me. Your disturbance is coming from other people, not me.
Okay.
Sorry, can I get your name and badge number so we can
You can see
have
it
a
right here since
conversation?
you're videotaping.
No, then we can't have a conversation. Why would you want to be rude like that? I'm being very cordial to you. I just said, can you give me your name and badge number?
Sure. My name is Sergeant Christopher Box with the Vail Police Department. Badge number 203.
And I'll take a business card now that you don't want to give me your name.
Okay.
Thank you. I know the law very well, sir.
Okay. So since we're contacting you, you can identify yourself.
No, it's not the way it works.
Actually, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's, do you suspect me of committing a crime?
You're obstructing business here.
No, I'm not. How am I obstructing
Yes,
business
you
out
are.
here in the
You
lobby?
stopped me from walking in the door.
This is
There
the
you go.
obstruction of business. I didn't stop anybody from walking anywhere. That's a lie.
What's your goal?
There's security cameras all over this building.
Here? What's your goal here today?
My goal is to take some video. That's
Okay.
it. Thank you for your card, I appreciate that. And I'm happy to start all over with you again, and be cordial,
sure.
if you want
Let's
to
do
do
that.
that.
What's your name?
Okay. So my name is Jason. I'll give you
Jason,
my
nice
first
to meet
name.
you.
Pleasure to meet you.
What's your name?
Ben?
Ben, nice to meet you. So what is going on here today?
I have explained it 15 times. I'm taking
Okay.
a video. That's it. Simple as that. Nothing nefarious, no ill will, no ill intent, not looking to harm anybody, cause any disruptions.
So it seems to me you're obstructing some business here based on some comments.
Well, if it seems that way to you, that's up to you, but I would beg to differ with you.
Okay.
We're not disrupting anybody's business.
Okay. So you're.
I can't control what other people do. I can only control myself.
Yeah.
And I am operating within the law and under my constitutional protection. So I certainly am not looking to cause any problems or violate anybody's space.
Okay. So if somebody
That's it.
objects to you videoing,
They can leave.
okay.
We're in public.
Technically.
Yeah, no, not technically. We either are or we're not.
Okay.
You can't be half pregnant.
Okay.
And like I said, I had a conversation with Matt, the postmaster, came out, asked me what we were doing. We had a very cordial conversation. He shook my hand, said, you guys have every right to do what you're doing, and he went back in the back.
Okay, then why did we get called here today then?
I didn't call you, so I can't answer that question. I have no idea. I wouldn't have called you. Matter of fact, somebody mentioned calling the police. I forget who it was, and I said, why would you want to waste resources doing that? That was my answer to that. Because I know you guys have much more important stuff to do. And Sarah was being very cordial. Sarah introduced herself. I introduced myself to her.
Okay.
So there's no issues. Unless anybody wants to create one. But it wouldn't be me. I'm not looking.
You seem very confrontational right now.
I'm being.
So my worry is.
No, no. You know what? And I'm not gonna. You're not gonna use your psychology classes on me.
No.
I'm not being confrontational. I'm being confronted by law enforcement. So I'm standing here having an official conversation with you. I'm having a professional. You're mistaking my professionalism.
Well, it's not professional.
Sure.
But here's the deal.
I'm not being professional.
No. So here's.
So do you think when you walked in and refused to identify yourself initially, that was professional? Let's get back to.
I'm very identified.
Here's the third shot I'll give you. Let's start all over again for a second time and be
No,
cordial
we're not
with each
gonna
other.
do
Okay. Well, then
So-
the conversation's over and you're dismissed and you
So
go
I'm
have a nice
officially
day.
contacting you,
Okay.
and I'm telling you this: if they allow you to be here, that's great.
They don't have to.
If you start interfering with other people's business,
Sir, I don't need your unlawful
Don't.
directives. This is poster 7, which is the rules and
Yeah, I
regulations of the
understand.
post office.
Here's
Have you
what
ever
I'm
read
telling
it?
you.
Have you ever read this?
No.
This gives us express permission to do what I'm doing.
And you have the right to
So
be here.
I'm not
That's
interested in
great.
hearing any unlawful directives.
If you
Don't
start-
eat yellow snow. Don't rustle with a lollipop in your mouth.
If
I know
you
all that
start
stuff.
harassing
I'm
the
older
public-
than you are, and I don't want to hear it.
If you start harassing the public, then we have a different issue.
Of course.
So if you
start
start,
harassing me, we have a different issue. So I would appreciate it if you would just carry on with your day, and I'll carry on with mine, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
okay,
I have
so
no intentions of harassing anyone.
okay, so
So
that
if people want
means
to create that situation, that's
that
up to them.
means not contacting, not talking to people unless they want to
Again,
talk
sir,
to you.
I'm 50 years old. I don't need the directives. So you have a wonderful day. I appreciate speaking with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, it's not that simple, but that's okay.
Why is it not that simple? Is your ego kicking in? We don't have any legal issues here. There are no legal
If
issues.
you start harassing people, then we do have. a-
If I start peeing on the floor, we have an issue.
Correct.
So I'm not doing any of
if
that.
you
I've already
start
explained
harassing
myself to you
people-
more than I need to. How many times do you want to repeat that statement?
You just now recontacted
Let me
me,
make
so I'm
something.
glad to talk
Let me
to you
make
about
something clear to you. Okay? I have no intention of harassing anyone or disrupting anybody's business. End of
I'm
conversation.
just
Have a
letting-
nice day.
it. Okay.
Hello, thank you. Please don't use me in your movie, thank you.
And like I said, there are no
You
legal
guys are
issues here.
lame.
So right now we're just dealing with your ego. There are no legal issues. Nobody's breaking the law. Nobody's suspected of breaking the law. Nobody's violated even a policy or a rule or a regulation. So
We've
what are you
been
doing?
called here for a reason.
And you've come and you've established the fact that there are no laws being broken.
We have not done that.
Okay, well then establish that fact and carry on.
Okay.
What law do you suspect me of breaking?
Sir, you keep contacting me now. You've obviously walked away and recontacted me 3 times now.
Correct.
Okay. So if you would like to continue what
Do you
you're
want me to
doing-
just ignore you? So that you can get flared up and your little ego can get upset and then you can do something saying that I did something? I'm trying to end this in a civil way.
Then walk away. Nobody's stopping you from walking away right now.
Nobody has stopped me from doing anything.
Except-
And they won't be stopping me from doing anything because I'm not breaking the law.
So are you going to let me continue investigating this?
You can investigate anything. How did I stop you?
Trump 2020, boys.
By,
Because of that.
How did
by
I
continuing to
stop you?
talk to me.
I'm preventing you from now. So now I'm disrupting business and I'm preventing you from conducting your investigation.
As I've said before,
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
you've now recontacted me 3 times, so if you let me conduct my investigation, then we'll figure out what's going on and why we've been called.
You got it. So that being the case, I'm just going to stand there until this gets cleared up and then we'll...
Again, that's 4 times.
See, your ego's really killing you, man. You gotta just calm down enough.
I'm waiting.
I'm not one of the criminals. I'm not a bad guy, okay?
I didn't say you were.
50 years old, never been in handcuffs in my life, and I'm not gonna start with you today. Okay?
I hope so. I hope that's
Oh,
the
no,
case.
there is no hope. Hope was the ship that sank. Things happen deliberately in this world. And I deliberately stay out of trouble and follow the rules.
Okay.
Okay? You deliberately try to escalate. It's written into your policy that the onus is on you to de-escalate. So why don't you try that?
Have I escalated this situation?
I would say you did.
Okay.
Yep. You're being very curt.
Okay, again.
You decided that you didn't want to identify yourself when you first walked in the door until you realized that I knew what the law was?
I'm very identifiable. I identify myself.
What if I can't read? You're not identifiable. What if I can't read?
Then the business card wouldn't do you any good anyway.
Sure, what, I could take it out to somebody and ask them to read it for me.
Is this true that you were sticking your camera in front of people's faces, in a way forcing them to talk and whatever questions you were asking them?
Absolutely not. And the person that said that just filed a false police report with you, so I'll be pressing charges against them if you pursue that.
Okay.
I have everything on my
So
camera.
it was more than
2
one person?
cameras.
And,
Conspiracy against my rights.
okay.
That's interesting. I'm very learned, okay? And you guys are going to find that out. So let's stick to the law. Let's not try to create things. Let's stick to what's actually going on here. I'm very familiar with what I'm doing. I've done this 1,000 times. I know what the law is. You don't know what my education background is. You don't know what my professional background is. Let's just stick to the law. Let's be cordial with each other. Let's do things properly. And let's just handle this like adults. So if somebody's telling you that, what I'm telling you is that they're lying to you. And I can prove that on 2 different cameras.
Okay.
So to answer your question, no, I did not do it.
Did you ever engage with anybody else?
If somebody asked me a question, yes. I had the woman that just left earlier with the ponytail asked me, what's the name of the local paper here? The Vail, something with a D? Vail Daily. She said to me, are you with the Vail Daily? And I said, no, I'm not. She said, oh, okay. So I might have answered a couple cordial questions. Sure.
Did anyone ever ask you to step away or not record them or leave them alone?
Did anybody ask me to step away or not record them or leave them alone?
Correct.
Not to my knowledge, no. People express that they're discontent with me filming. Yeah. Sure, you witnessed that. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you good with them for the time being, as long as...
I'll tell you what, as soon as you guys leave, I'm gonna leave. I'm just not gonna be rushed out of here.
Okay, so
I'll leave it, you guys leave, do what you gotta do.
So-
I'll hang around for a minute or 2, leave of my own accord, and that'll be the end of, you'll probably never see me again, because I don't live in Vail.
what we're investigating is not your presence here, was that if you were harassing the public.
I understand what you're investigating.
That's
Fully.
what the claim was. You're
Right.
denying it. And so you're fine to be here.
Right.
So long as, this was what I was trying to tell you before, your presence here isn't the issue. But if you start harassing people, contacting people when they don't want to be contacted, they tell you to leave and you're not doing that, that's a different
Okay,
issue.
but
If
as
you're
we
not-
just,
If you're not doing that, then you're fine being here.
okay, well, as we just witnessed, people like to invent things.
And that's,
So that also plays into the.
and
it's
that's
like-
fine.
Which is
And that's
what we
why we're
ask you.
investigating.
Which is why I record, and which is why you have body cameras. Because this is an objective witness that doesn't lie.
And that's
right?
why we're investigating. We're called here for a reason.
So is your investigation complete?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you realize that I did not break any laws, and you don't suspect me of breaking any laws?
No,
Or you don't
it's-
suspect that I'm about to break any laws?
No.
Okay, well then you have a wonderful day, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Have a great
Thank you,
time.
Officer Sanchez. Take care. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day. Now, all I can tell you is, if somebody approaches me, okay, I'm just gonna tell you what my game
I
plan is, and
understand.
decides to start, try to escalate or create a confrontation with me, I'm just gonna remain silent, so that I don't cause a disturbance.
That'd be much appreciated.
Okay?
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
It's supposed to show me something. It's not. It's not. That's what I've said.
As long as they're not harassing.
In 225, got a call, just along the door. I'll take it though, because you're going off.
Have a good day, guys.
Seriously, on a human note, you guys stay safe, we appreciate you, and have a great day. Thank you. All right, guys, here's your bill for sharing, Vail, Colorado. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. We're going to hop in the truck, head back down the road, and How you doing? Good. Well, they tried to create some problems for us. So
was it a citizen that called the cops, or was it the post office?
That I don't know, because I didn't even ask. I'm not sure. So do you agree with what we're doing?
Oh, well, I agree with your right to get video in public places.
My name's Jason. Pleasure to meet you. I appreciate that. This is my son, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
I work for the Vail Daily newspaper.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You work for the Vail there?
I know the laws, and I too one time got harassed about a guy was getting arrested in an Easter Bunny costume in the village, and I was taking video of it, and they told me I couldn't take video of it.
Which you could.
Yeah, I could, and I argued with him about it, and, you know, it was, I eventually just stopped because we weren't even really in the video game at that time, so I kind of evaluated, you know, what to gain versus...
Well, you choose your battles.
Yeah, choose your battles, exactly, yeah.
Well, no, we appreciate you, man, and I appreciate you coming up and saying that. And I've been, I have a long history with working for newspapers and magazines and news channels. And
this is non-commercial production you're working on.
This is non-commercial production that we're working on. Yes, it is. Yep.
So you
no
have
major
every right
media
to be here.
Right. Yeah. Oh no, I know my rights better than the cops do.
I'm sure. Yeah, I could tell. And a guy in there asked me, he's like, "God, they're harassing people." And I kind of went, listened to you for a second. I walked back and said, "No, I agree with them."
Good.
And then he said, "Yeah, but what about they have to get your permission to use your conversation?" And I think there is, if you get whole conversations in line at the post office, two neighbors talking, and you pick up their whole conversation, there sometimes can enforce eavesdropping and things like that.
Not a person-to-person conversation, you can.
Right, exactly.
And what happens is, like now, like you walked up to my camera, and this is good for you to know.
Yeah.
Okay? When you walk to my camera legally, but let me just tell you, you gave me first-person consent.
Of course, yes.
Just
that's
by
so
walking
obvious. Yeah. And it should be that way.
Obvious to some, not obvious to others. But you seem like a very sensible guy, and I really do appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, I'm sorry that. So then, to continue what I was saying, so I walked back in and said, no,
you know what, give me 1 second.
I agree with those guys.
I want to just grab a battery backup out of the car because I'm about to die.
I have to pick up my kids. But then he said, well, you know, and the cops are here and it's creating a disturbance. I said, some nervous Nelly called the cops because in America, that's the first thing that people do. You know, something happens, call the cops.
And not only did they call the cops, they called the cops and told them that we were threatening people and sticking our cameras in their faces.
And that's what escalated. That's the only reason that this was escalated is because of the police.
And that's a big deal. You know what? There are people sitting in jail right now that did absolutely nothing wrong. You know, it's a scary thing. But we appreciate you, man.
Of course.
All right. Take care. Have a great day. All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
Wrap it up from here at the Vail Post Office.
This has been the Vail Post Office here in Vail, Colorado. And that's about it for this one. You saw how that went. Vail Police. Leave a comment in the comment section letting us know what you think of the way these Vail police officers were behaving and acting, and how they handled the situation. And if you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe to Amagansett Press and I on YouTube. And if you want to see thumbnails and titles of new videos, usually a day before they're posted, follow my Instagram @WatchingTheWatchman and my Twitter @Watchman1A. Alright guys, Watching the Watchman, Amagansett Press, out. See you on the next one.